Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, A Magical Life with Ayla. I'm Ayla Hillel, and today we're going to talk about Mul Mantra. So let's go. So this channel is dedicated exclusively to helping you raise your vibration, get out of the low vibrational energy of negativity, of pessimism, of being critical of other people, of drama. And sometimes it's really hard to get out of those places, right? So one of the things, if you go back and you look at the emotional guidance scale, so I have a video on the emotional guidance scale. The emotional guidance scale talks about where you're at. So you may be way down at the bottom of the scale. So the scale is a bunch of words that describe emotions. It starts at the top with freedom, because freedom, joy, love, those are the highest emotions. And it goes clear down into the dark dungeons of our emotions. And the emotional guidance scale helps us to identify where we're at. Now, I kind of learned the emotional guidance scale from Abraham Hicks. And one of the things that they say is that you identify where you're at on the scale, and don't try to jump from where you're at to the very top. Okay? That's really hard. It's superhuman to try to do it that way. So one of the things they suggest is identify where you're at on the scale and reach for the next best emotion. Reach for the next highest emotion just above where you're at. If you can get there, stay there for a little while. And then when you're ready, reach for the next highest, the next level up emotion. Okay? We can train our emotions. We can train our emotions like we can train our muscles, like we can train our mind to remember things. We can train our emotions to be at a certain place. And the way we do this is through, say it with me, practice. Okay? It's a diligent practice. It really is. When I first started pivoting, I really thought that I was this force for positive. And you guys have heard me say this before. I really thought I was. And it took me 9 months of diligent pivoting and practicing my positivity to get into a more long-term space of positivity. So training our emotions, it's completely doable, but you kind of have to be vigilant about it. So one of the things that we do to train our emotions into a more positive place, which raises our vibration, which makes us ready to create our reality with this high vibration, is we think of other things. It's kind of like a slow motion version of pivoting. So pivoting is quick. It's like something happens and you pivot yourself out of that reaction to that thing that happened, where we don't really have to do it that quickly. We can just very gently redirect our thoughts. If you have time and you can sit down, that's a good way to do it. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about today is a focal point. Just like altars are a focal point, we're going to talk about the Mul Mantra. Now, a mantra is any phrase that you say over and over and over again. Okay. So the Mul Mantra comes to us from the Sikh tradition, and Mul means main, root, seed, or foundation. So this is a foundational prayer to the Most High God, the one that I call source energy. It's going to sound, for those of you who are not used to me talking this way, it's going to sound very monotheistic. Okay, I'm a monotheistic polytheist, and I explained that in one of my videos. I believe in source energy. I believe in this body of being. And from that energy creates everything, including gods and goddesses, angels, dragons, fairies, and guides are all created out of that energy. People, plants, planets, rocks, children, animals are all created out of that divine energy. And you might say to yourself, well, Ayla, if that's true, then that makes us all divine. It does, doesn't it? Something to think about. Okay, so the Mul Mantra is going to sound very monotheistic, and that's okay. You can change the words. I'm actually going to give you two different English translations of the Mul Mantra. I'm going to pin this mantra, this prayer, in the description below this video. The most beautiful rendition of the Mul Mantra is Ong Kar's Mul Mantra, and I will leave a link. Please go and listen to it. If you can go to her platform and download it, please do, because it is without a doubt the most beautiful translation of this prayer. So let me read one version of the English. Now, this is very loosely translated, and people who study this prayer are going to say that's not the right translation. This is one translation, okay? So, I am one with all that is. Truth is my name. I am the doer of everything. I am fearless. I am without vengeance. I am without death and without birth. I am infinite. I am self-existent. This knowing is a blessing that sets me free. I meditate. I am before time. I am without all ages. I am forever true. I am truth now. Okay, so that's one version, and I like to offer that in case you want to incorporate the Mul Mantra into your practice and you really have a difficult time with the monotheistic tone of it. So here is the other translation. He is all there is. He is truth. His name is truth. He is the doer of everything. He is fearless. He is without vengeance. He is without death or birth. He is infinite. He is self-existent. He is a blessing that sets us free. He is before time. He is throughout all the ages. He is forever true. And he is true now and forever. Okay? So I'm enamored with this, and there was another mantra that I taught my community, and we sang it before the before any rituals. We sang and it was called the Gayatri. What the Gayatri does is it starts at the bottom of your chakras and moves up, opening each one of your chakras. And so we would sing the Gayatri before each ritual that we did as a community. That was many years ago, and I've been feeling lately like it's time for me to learn a new mantra, a new meditation. And a friend some years ago actually suggested that I look into the Mul Mantra. And so I did. I came home, and right away I found Ong Kar's Moon Mantra and fell in love with it. So this can really act as a focal point for us when we are trying to get out of those dark places. I've been getting up in the morning and I've been putting the Mul Mantra on and putting it on very low and letting it just loop while I am getting ready for work and going through my morning routine. I don't think that it's necessary that you study and learn the Sikh words, as long as you know what it says in English. I think our minds, when we hear things from other languages, we know what that is. We can take on that vibration and that energy. And if that doesn't work for you, say it. Say it out loud several times a day in English, if that's what works for you, and then you get that vibration and that energy. So it's a good focal point. Any type of saying or mantra or a word, even a single word, can help switch up your energy. So it doesn't have to be something fancy. It can be something very simple, but what it needs to be is something that you feel inside your heart. Remember, we think it, and then we have an emotional reaction to those thoughts, and that's what shifts our energy for us. So this is not going to be a very long video. This is all I wanted to say. I'm going to pin some stuff in the description of this video so that you can go and check it out. And sometimes, like I said, I put mine on in the background and I let it just play. You can sit and you can get into a meditative state and listen to the Mul Mantra. You can fall asleep to it or wake up to it. It's there for you to help shift your energy. And I would like to really encourage you, don't worry so much about the monotheistic tone of it, because, God is God. The divine is the divine. And if you see it as the God is a he, God is a she, I refer to lots of times I refer to God as it, because I think it's everything. I think it's everything that we can imagine, and it's living and it creates, and that's what it does. And our job is to live and to create our lives. So you really want to get up out of that low vibrational dark space where there literally is, I want to say there's no magic. There's no good magic that comes out of that space. Magic will come out of that space because we are creating with our vibration and our energy all the time, whether it is creating negative things that happen in our life or creating positive things that happen in our life. And the way you get into a chronic place of positive stuff is you are shifting up your energy all the time. You can't just get up one morning as a predominantly negative person and have a positive thought and think that's going to change your day. It's not. You have to get into a practice of looking for the good stuff, of feeling positive thoughts and having positive emotions. When bad things happen, try to find the upside to it and have practices. This is one practice that you can do that will change up your energy. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say for that. Please look at my website. I have a place down at the bottom of my website where you can click and subscribe. My disclaimer to my subscribers is you get 2 emails a month from me. One is a newsletter at the beginning of the month. I will never send you more email than that, so you don't have to worry about getting this constant barrage of spam. The website address is amagicallifewithayla.com, and I have a new YouTube channel, which I don't have a lot of videos on yet for my writing. It's called Magical Life Publications. So you can check that out. And I'm on all the other socials. So whatever one you're on that works for you, I'm probably there. You can look me up. So that's it. Listen to the Mul Mantra and tell me what you think. I love you. Blessed be.